is James McKivery Elementary School, and when we was young, this was the school that they would take you to for the summer camps when you were about, I would say between the ages of maybe 5 to 12. This was like what everybody was waiting for, was summer camp time. This was everything to us. This was like the stadium. We called this the stadium. So this is where we kind of came up at and learned, the camaraderie and became really close.
Whoever did it, whoever was responsible for it, thank you. Open up the schools for us, give us a place to go, give us food to eat, water to drink, structure, friendship, community, love, essentially.
I can really visualize everybody here having fun. It was like 100 yards from here to here. The woods on that end was the end, and this right here, this was my first touchdown, my first I used to run home, run across the thing and tell my mother, man, I scored 5 touchdowns, I can't believe it. She said, oh, that's good, that's nice, son. Literally is one of the top 3 things I remember about growing up, was coming to summer camp with all my friends.
All those amazing milestones in my life happened at the camps that Parks and Recreation provided for us.
And literally it would keep people out of trouble. We had so many of us growing up around here and so many opportunities to do things that were negative during the summer, but the thing about it is that nobody wanted to be excluded from the camps.
It's crazy because there's 4 friends out of my 7 core friends. They call us the stable, but it's 4 of us that grew up either in this neighborhood or in the adjacent neighborhood. And people say it's weird, but we have been the closest of friends from the age of maybe 10 to now. We are, literally talk every single day. And these are the friends I met here at these camps. A lot of us went to different high schools, but we all stayed ultra connected because we did go to the Parks and Recreation camps together. They would follow each other in the newspapers, and as we were all playing sports and playing football.
Me and Christian played football together in high school, so we learned a lot of that on this field. It's just good to have everybody together. Wanted to come out for the kids, let them see the park that we grew up in, letting them know that now's a time where kids aren't really coming outside, but letting them know that there are things out here.
I didn't get good grades in high school. I ended up having to go to a junior college. And then I actually failed out of the junior college. So I was back here in the neighborhood at 19 years old when I was supposed to be the guy off doing my thing. But that's another way that I learned the value of school and hard work. Then one day, Bowie State called me and they was come up here, you're on the team. When I went back into school that time, Dean's List, 4.0, serious. I had a goal, I had a dream. And from Bowie State, I ended up going to move to Seattle to play in the Arena League for a year. Unfortunately, I ended up getting hurt. I couldn't do it anymore. I knew I couldn't do it. I just had to stop playing. I think the thing with my mother passing, I always knew I was meant to do something. So it wasn't one of those things that you see athletes on television and, this is their dream, and once that dream goes away, they don't know what they're gonna do with themselves. I've always been around a lot of people that's needed help. My father was and is a preacher. He's not a preacher that leads a big church. He literally still to this day, at almost 70 years old, goes out to the shelters and goes to the streets in DC. My mother was a foster parent, so we would take care of kids, and we literally had babies from either 1 week to 4 years, but they were all always my brothers and sisters. And the thing that most people don't know, I was the first child to come in that house. She just decided to keep me. She was like, yo, there's something about you. People kind of knew me as always having kids in and out, but they didn't really know exactly what was going on. But that's how I came up with, everybody could be your brother or sister. There was it's not about blood. So my mother is a foster parent taking care of kids, and my father is a preacher, out here trying to save the world. So this is what I saw growing up. 12/26 is my mother's birthday. She was born the day after Christmas. So it was a big thing in our house. She taught me that I'll never forget, to never play down my talents. Always work things to the best of my ability and use my creativity. So after she passed, I was like, man, I have a purpose here. I have to carry on her legacy. Just that date, that is very important to me. It will be important to me forever. Ended up starting the business 12/26. So I felt like if I could do something or create something that carried on her legacy, her name would live on forever. We have a strong kind of duty that as we grow in our businesses and in our brands, we have a strong commitment to our communities where we're from.
If you really believe in yourself and you know that you're gonna make it somewhere, you're gonna go to college, get that scholarship, be a doctor, be a lawyer, whatever it is you want to be, then you're going to believe in yourself enough to reach back, use your resources. Here at WJ, reach back and succeed.
This business has been able to take me to heights that I only dreamed about as a kid, and be able to make those dreams a reality. I've been able to work on My Brother's Keeper with the Obama administration in the White House, Girl Up to help underprivileged girls around the world with the United Nations Foundation. So 1226, I really wanted that legacy to maintain, even though we're running the agency Story. I'm the co-founder of a creative agency, Story MKTG. We're a creative agency that helps brands find their share of value with consumers through advertising, digital, media, creative, marketing ideas, campaigns, experiential, a lot of different, all the facets in the ad and marketing world. We help, nonprofits, large companies, small companies, startups, influencers. We help market and pitch their products or what they do or their talent to, the consumers. I'm Christian Benjamin. I grew up in Lanham, Maryland, and I continue to grow as an entrepreneur, helping people, companies, and communities tell their stories.
Find out how you can grow with Parks and Recreation. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Visit us at pgparks.com.